All right, greetings there, my friends. The road to 880 episode 2 is going to be short and sweet because I forgot to bring the GoPro with me to the gym, and my phone was a little bit low on storage. So I just filmed my main lifts. My apologies. I'm going to try to build the habit of bringing the camera along for my other, little bit more squat focused lower day because that is very much a part of the process in building towards this 880. Here's my last warm up at 505 pounds before I begin my working sets of fives and hip drive. Gonna start dragging the camera there on Tuesdays as well, because that's very much a part of the process of building towards this 880. Doing a good bit of upper back work that I think helps my deadlift on my upper days. I don't know if I feel good about including those in the Road to 880 series where it's just me doing a bunch of pressing and behind the neck push press. Seems a little bit tangential, but we're gonna ease into 2 videos a week documenting the process towards this 880. Things are going really goddamn well, even if I forgot the camera. After I did my 5 sets of 5 as my base phase building for my deadlifts from the floor, I did some light pause squats, mostly just for mobility. That way, when I come in on Tuesday for my regular back squat session, the ability to get the bar on my back and get my fat ass down to depth is a little bit easier. I just feel like I move a little bit better when I'm squatting to depth 2 times per week rather than once. So I did my pause squats after the deadlifts this week. Did them before, usually to warm up for deadlifts. Gave them a try doing them after. It went pretty well. Probably do the same next week. At some point, I'm going to need to incorporate a little bit of work off the blocks, I think, because I get such good speed off the floor that when I'm doing sub-maximal deadlifts like these, I feel like I'm not having the developmental effect I'm looking for the top half of the pull. It's the same phenomenon I've mentioned with guys with really, really good speed off the chest in their bench press is sub-maximal volume, develops the bottom end of the press quite well, but maybe doesn't have the best developmental effect and doesn't have the highest specificity to the upper half of the press where with a maximal weight we don't have momentum and are having to press all the way through. So that's why in the past I have used things like light band tension on the bench press to almost mirror that aspect of specificity that's lost in the submaximal bench work and have that good developmental effect for the triceps that I'm looking for. Same reason I've also always filled in a good bit of tricep work after I finish bench pressing. Yeah, kind of have the same general issue, which is something Mike T even mentioned that he saw a similar phenomenon to that of the bench press on the deadlift for guys who are reliant on speed off the floor, such as myself. So I might be doing a few sets off of the blocks, start the pull a little bit higher up, and have some kind of developmental effect on the top half of my pull. Might be something I'm working in there. Still in a little bit of an exploratory phase where I'm finding what I think needs to be done to develop the general base needed for this 880. Here's a little blooper of my water bottle trying to kill me. And then here we have my singular working set at a measly 435 pounds for my pause squats after my deadlifts. Obviously, this is going to rise with time, even if it is just to feel the motion. I would like to get some training effect out of it and build these into legitimate work set singular and then eventually work sets plural as my capacity for work comes up. Really enjoying this base phase, kind of finding the little gaps that I need to fill in, filling them in 1 week at a time, and feel like I'm really gaining momentum week by week right now.